This is Alex from Suicide Silence. You're watching barebonesmusic.com.
Evil G, barebonesmusic.com. I'm here with Alex Lopez, drummer for Suicide Silence. Hey, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for everything, and yeah.
Hey, what does it mean for you guys to be on the Warped Tour? I mean, you're a pretty heavy band compared to most people here. So, how do you think you fit in the scheme of things on this tour?
Well, the way I've looked at it since the beginning of the Warped Tour, it's like a big spectrum of bands, right? And you know, all relatively around the same age range, certain stages, but like it's literally this big scheme of bands which just goes from like electronica to like electronica hardcore to like hardcore with breakdowns and electronica, and it just keeps going up until it's just heavy as fuck. So it goes from heavy as fuck to like which is cool because we're all in the same shit together. So it's like this big scheme of all kinds of bands, and I don't know, I think it fits pretty well because kids have a big spectrum of bands to listen to, and whether they're into heavy stuff or electronic stuff with heavy stuff, they're still gonna get a taste of everything at the same time, and it keeps us on the same page with ourselves, being heavy. Us and like Whitechapel and bands like that, Amir and stuff like that. We're all relatively almost similar, but we're all different in our own ways, and we're also from different parts of the United States, so it kind of works out.
How have your crowds been in terms of, are they as crazy as they are? Kids just go insane at the show. I mean, is that happening here? Seeing any kind of injuries out there in the crowd?
Every day, that's a different story. There's always fights. There's always people. I mean, we used to just stop during fights, but now we just play along to the fights. Yeah, I mean, every day is really, really cool. A lot of like tours before that have been, like Black Label fans, a lot of older people that ride motorcycles and stuff, and their kids probably listen to us, but this one's more like triggered towards like the younger people.
Your guys are one of our biggest videos on our site, and we get people all the time on there contemplating whether, like, arguing with each other about whether you guys are deathcore or metalcore. And when we talked to Mitch and Mark a while ago, they were like, dude, it's just heavy metal.
Yeah, I mean, well, the kids out there, like, you're gonna label music for what it is. Like, bottom line, every band should be always different, and if it's heavy and you like it, then listen to it. If not, if you want to just come up with a name for it, then just do it. I mean, fuck, it's like I can come up with gazillion names for music, but it's just it's people want to, I guess, like label what they listen to, so it's just like...
We caught you on an off day when you were on tour with Black Label Society in Mudvayne. You're doing the whole Warped Tour. Are you doing any off dates on Warped Tours, or is it too crazy?
We had one off date. It was in, I don't know where it was at, but it was at a place called John F. Kennedy Memorial. It was like in, you know where it was, Dan? It was in Maryland. No, it wasn't. It was in Clemensburgville, Ohio. No, it wasn't at all. But yeah, it was cool. We usually do off days all the time, but it's just easier just to go to sleep all day.
Well, you guys, I mean, you've had a touring cycle of a year on No Time to Bleed, and just recently you released the Body Bag edition of No Time to Bleed. Tell me about that, what fans can see on that and get on that disc.
It's like a bunch of live videos. It has live videos from this thing's called Shockhound Sessions, and for like Hot Topic, and it's play a live show in the Galaxy Theater in Santa Ana in California. Just live stuff, really live. There's like, we do a live Deftones cover. It's on there. It's pretty good. It's cool. It's good for people who like to collect stuff, and it's like basically our second like DVD, CD, DVD thing for people who collect it. I don't know, just one more thing for us to sign.
How much longer is the touring cycle going to last for No Time to Bleed?
After this, we're home for a couple weeks, and then we do a headliner It's actually called the Time to Bleed Tour. So usually there's no time, but there's time now. So you guys should go out there and support it. We're taking out My Children, My Bride, Tony Danza Tapdance Extravaganza, Molotov Solution, and Conducting from the Grave. It's going to be really good. It's different. It's not really like typical like certain bands that you would think we'd be playing with, but it's more along the lines of friends that we tour with that, you know, it kind of just put it together. And it's cool. Everyone's from different parts of the U.S. too. People from like Tennessee and people from San Francisco, and like I don't even know where the other bands are from. I think one's from Canada.
Any plans in the near future to go in and start recording the follow-up to No Time to Bleed?
We have a lot of material written already. It's just a matter of rearranging things and like, you know, pouring the chemicals around and trying different things out. And no, we're gonna record I guess sometime next year. We're trying to find a producer. Sort of found one already. There's this dude that's close to our house. I don't want to go 5,000 miles away from home to record again. But yeah, I mean, we'll have something out next year for sure.
But you approach No Time to Bleed much differently than you did the Cleansing. Cleansing you recorded live in the studio, and Mitch and Mark were telling us that, you know, you guys spent a lot of time just back and forth with ideas. And I mean, you taking that approach again with the new album?
I think literally we're gonna do like a cross between both, like a mixture of that, what you just said, and a mixture of like literally, if we write something, just keeping it the same, maybe changing little things and then other stuff and moving it around more. But it'll be like a combination of both live and robotic. Live-botic.
Are you gonna be any heavier than you are now?
Well, we're gonna try. We're gonna use like 14-string guitars and invisible drums, drums the size of this building. I don't know. We're experimenting. Our guitarist got 8-string guitars now, so I mean, we're not gonna like kill it, but we're gonna just try to be heavy. You know?
Are there any particular bands on Warped Tour that you've actually gone and watched that you like to see, or?
Pennywise, I've always liked them. I saw them the other day for the first time. It was really good. Almost, there's like a lot of bands on this tour. Dillinger Escape Plan, Every Time I Die, Andrew WK.
You're about 2/3 the way through the Warped Tour. You know, you only got like 15, 14 days left on this, or 14 shows. Is it starting to wear down on you, Annie?
Not really. I'm so used to this kind of shit all the time. It's just another, you know, another day in the life. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I want to go home and just like go home and go to the beach or something, you know, and chill out. But it's like you only do this once, and might as well do it with, you know, everything you have.
Cool. All right. Well, Alex from Suicide Silence. Hopefully, something will be out next year. We're looking forward to it because I've worn out my copy of No Time to Bleed. So
Got the body bag edition now.
Oh, okay. Well, see if I can get some inside connection. See if I can get that album.
Sounds good.
Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And good luck with the rest of Warped Tour.